Collazo. They list Collazo as an active fighter. Clark, Bundu, Bone, Beiser, Berto, Alexander.
Berto.
Jesus Christ.
This is like the history of their fighters at one point.
Okay, but tell me you wouldn't be interested in Robert Guerrero versus Adrian Broner.
7 years ago, 5 years ago. I mean, remember when they had their beef? They did have a beef. They almost had a fight. It didn't happen. Right now, these guys are both stepping stones. I mean, maybe on an undercard it'd be like the opening night bout. You might be interested. You might say, yeah, these two guys are going to give us their best. But nah, not interested in the main event, co-main event. I'm not interested in paying on that for pay-per-view. They have a lot of fighters. A lot of those guys are on their way out. A lot of those guys are inactive. Nobody cares about them anymore because they're inactivity. So I really think Adrian Broner, don't be surprised you see him and Terrence Crawford lacing him up here soon. This is just what Bob Arum has to do until he eliminates every option out there and the fans start demanding the Crawford Spence, Crawford Garcia, whoever wins that fight, Crawford Thurman. And until they start demanding these fights like they're on the level of Pacquiao Mayweather or even close to it, you won't see you're going to continue to see him scrape from the bottom of the barrel. Adrian Broner's the bottom of the barrel right now.
Do you want to talk about any other boxing news?
Yeah, go ahead. Throw them out there.
Oh, I'm just asking. I don't really need to.
No, there was some other fights. DeAndrade or Andrade, whatever the fuck his name is, he won. He won this week on DAZN. No one cared. DAZN's got to do a better job of putting these fights together. I'm telling you, this American viewership is really low when you got what's his name? Boo Boo. Boo Boo. Boo Boo won. He won by knockout in the 12th round. Who else fought?
Rivas throws punches for a 12th round over the Jennings thing.
Oh, yeah, that was a big knockout.
Right?
12th round knockout there, too. Yeah, poor Jennings. It's over.
It was over a long time ago, Andrew. I don't...
The Bryant Jennings experiment with in boxing, I think, is done. Yeah, that was a bad defeat.
Andrade and Akavov is who you were talking about previously. Let's see what else.
Yeah.
I guess the other big news of the week, I guess we haven't discussed it.
Yes. Yeah.
Canelo will face Daniel Jacobs.
And that's a good segue. You see, Lee, in the new boxing world...
Oh, you're going to sell this fight to me, aren't you? You already know my feelings on this.
In the new boxing world, Canelo doesn't have to face Jacobs. Canelo should be telling everyone, Daniel Jacobs doesn't make enough money. No one watches him. And then fight DeAndrade. I'm dead serious. That's what Floyd would have done. Floyd would not have fought Daniel Jacobs, and he would have fought Boo Boo. And all of his fans would have been like, Boo Boo's undefeated. He's a world champ. Just another world champ on his resume. Right? That's what he did his whole career. What the fuck did Canelo do? Canelo said, you guys want Triple G? I'll give you Triple G. You want Triple G again? I'll give you Triple G again. Rocky Fielding, that was a belt grab. That was for legacy. Look, I'm another champion, another division. Good for me. You want Daniel Jacobs? You're fucking getting Daniel Jacobs.
Okay.
This guy, time in and time out, has given the boxing world the fights they want to see. Listen, I hope he stops eating the beef. I don't want...
Daniel Jacobs has given us the fights we want to see?
No, it's Canelo.
Oh, Canelo. Oh, okay.
Did I mess up, say Daniel?
You might have, but I'm so obsessed. Look, you and I had this discussion during the week. I'm not sold on I think this is a sparring match.
Look, Lee, he is one knockout loss away from being on the pound-for-pound ranking. If you look at Daniel Jacobs the rest of his career, Peter Killen was a bad dude when he got knocked out by Daniel Jacobs in one round. That fight did not have the magnitude of a big American fight, but those were two good American fights. I was going to say undefeated, but Daniel already had the loss from Pirog. Those are two good American champions in that ring, though. They threw down for the time that fight lasted, and Daniel knocked his ass out. Follows it up with the first man that showed us Triple G was not invisible, or invincible, excuse me.
He is invisible. Have you seen
both
him?
of them. He's both of them, right? Before the Daniel Jacobs fight, Super G's or Triple G's Superman, okay? But then Daniel Jacobs' 12 rounds happened. We seen in the last 3, Jacobs took it to Triple G. He ended that fight on a good note. Many thought he won that fight. Lee, this is legit. This is legit. And then you follow it up. What he has, 4 undefeated fighters after that on his record. He's been waiting. He's getting his shot. You got to applaud Canelo. Now, listen. Canelo needs to not get caught cheating. I don't want to hear any more.
By the way, it's 3. It's Derevyanchenko, Silisicki, and Arias, all of which we've never heard from again. But, okay. But up to that point with Gennady Golovkin, you're talking about 2 fights with Sergio Mora. Yes, an impressive win over Peter Kulin.
And this is all back to back to back, though. I'm telling you, the diehards have wanted Daniel Jacobs to get his shot. The rematch with Triple G is the first fight they wanted. Everyone said Triple G is now picking on the junior middleweight champ because he doesn't want to face the rematch of Jacobs, which could have been true. Jacobs has been a demand. I'm going to give you another example of Saul and Oscar giving us the fights we wanted, and that's Lara. If you go back to the 154 division, he fights Mosley, he fights Cotto, he fights Lara, he fought Trout. He fought Trout after Trout upsets Cotto in New York. Okay? This is Saul Alvarez has always done it. Lara, the dark horse of that division, said no, he is the dark horse still today to the champions that are in that division, except Hurd. Hurd is the one who beat him for his title, so he really wasn't the champ picking Lara. He had to beat Lara to become the champ. Different situation. But he was the dark horse of the junior mate. Fucking Canelo fought him too, and I don't care how you feel about the fight. You can say Lara won it, whatever, it was a close fight. He fought him. He's giving us the fights that we want to see. He fought Floyd at 21, 22 years old? And I'm telling you guys right now, this man was one motorcycle accident away, which is a tragedy what happened, to having Paul Williams on his fucking resume too. Get out of here.
You okay?
Yeah, I like it.
You're in the pocket, bro. You're there.
Hey, so that was awesome, bro. I'm telling you, he's what boxing needs. This is what the prospects need to look. You want to know why the kid got $365 million, you guys? That right there. You want to know why he's on all the covers of the magazines? He's the biggest ticket seller in the sport? This right here. He gives the fights the fans want to see. I want to show up. I want to see that Daniel Jacobs fight. It's in May. Woo! We're right by taxes. Lee, you ready?
Yeah, there.
Hopefully,
it's Cinco de Mayo.
Hopefully the government shutdown is done and we all get our returns.
Why would you get a return? You're not going to get your house credit this year, Andrew.
I get a return. I claim 0. You know what?
You're a madman.
Hey, you got to just make it work for 1 year. Hey, my mom taught me how to claim 0. Live on it. Live on it, and you will be happy in the beginning of every year. Every year I'm happy. It's never been a downtime.
And that's our tax segment from Andrew Lapachet. Let's see. What else went on in news this week as I kind of run through these all pretty quickly. Was Crawford Khan official this week or the week before? Have we covered it previously? We might have covered it on the last show, but we didn't talk about it. Let's talk about Crawford Khan real quick, just so everybody knows our feelings, because apparently that's why you listen to this show. Amir Khan is a draw. This is going to be in England. It's going to make a lot of money. It should be a walkthrough for Crawford. It should be, on paper.
I didn't catch that. This fight is in England?
Well, they did the press conference in England, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know if it's in
There's
England.
There's rumors that Bob's going to put it in Vegas.
Okay. Well, that would... Terrence Crawford can do that. He's done it before in his career. Didn't he fight Burns? I want to say Burns. Don't hold me to that, but I believe he went to the UK for one of his first titles already. So he's not... this wouldn't be unusual if he did this again. Because Khan is like the legit champion to do that to, right? You're tripling your money out there if you fight Khan in the UK. They're going to show up. We all know UK is doing great on live gate ticket selling right now. They pack in a lot of their houses. So that would be a good move for Crawford. The fight is decent until we see how he takes Crawford's punches, right? Listen, if Khan had a chin, he can go blows with anybody. The dude was a gifted fighter at one time. Speed, power, size, jab, right? He had it all. The fundamentals are there. He just couldn't take a punch. Once people realized he could not take one on the chin, kind of fell apart for Amir Khan, his whole career. In this fight, Terrence Crawford's a good puncher, good offensive fighter, not a counter puncher. He can be, but he also can bring it. It's very hard seeing Khan go 12 rounds in this. I got Terrence Crawford a heavy favorite in this fight. We've all seen the Amir Khan career. When he gets touched, he wiggles. I expect Crawford to wiggle him.
Demetrius Andrade, however you want to pronounce his last name, yesterday put Golovkin in front of me, I'll destroy him. So he's popped out as the next potential candidate of who wants Triple G. I suspect the Triple G is waiting till the DAZN deal is official and the ink is dry. But I can't imagine that he takes anybody dangerous. And I'm not saying that Andrade is dangerous. I'm just saying that's an actual fight.
He's perfect. How about that one? He doesn't have the experience, right, to go in with a guy like Triple G. He's undefeated. I think they do move on with this fight. This is a DAZN fighter, so you're double ending the deal. DAZN. If Triple G does sign, what I'm a little not nervous on, but what's a mystery to me is they keep sending out these rumors that Triple G is about to announce the announcement that he's with DAZN. They keep putting that tweet out, but nothing happens. What's going on there? Is he mad at the money? You see, when your rival just scored a $365 million deal, are you a little mad at the money if yours doesn't even come in close or the ballpark? You see what I'm saying? And maybe that's the negotiation roadblock we have with the signing of Triple G to DAZN. For Triple G, I think he'd be a madman to go anywhere else. The biggest fights, the best fights for him are with DAZN because they all lead to his third fight with Saul. And that's the biggest payday of his career. So, yeah, I think it is Andrade. I think Andrade's first shot might be Triple G, especially because Jacobs is fighting Canelo. That's confirmed. Triple G now needs an opponent. It's going to be his first fight on DAZN, so they're going to keep it light. Andrade might be the perfect opponent for him right now. Yes, sir.
This is a note. Chris Algieri, now on a 2-fight win streak after beating 2 people you've never heard of who legitimately drive taxis, is now calling out the entire lightweight division.
He's a welterweight. He's a lightweight?
Well, he's registered as a super lightweight. He is a welterweight. But he's got 2 consecutive wins, and of course, after his win, he is now the WBO International Super Lightweight title holder. He went back to super lightweight.
Oh, wow. Junior, so he's junior welterweight now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now he's the WBO International Super Welterweight titleist, Andrew.
Well, now you said super welterweight. That means he's a welterweight. No. Which one is it, Lee?
Super lightweight, sorry. My mic was blocking the screen. Super lightweight title. Do you want me to say it again all the way? He's the World Boxing Organization's International Super Lightweight Champion.
Well, I mean, listen, that's a good move for him because he has a name. He's Chris Algieri. He fought Pacquiao. He's been on numerous PBC cards. So, yeah, the guy, and he's still a ticket seller. You know, he stays in shape. I don't want to say he looks great. That would have been...
That is gay.
No homo, bro. No, just kidding. But the guy stays in shape, right? He's all about fitness. He's always on TV shows, it looks like, in the East Coast on his fitness stuff. Yeah, I see him making another run at the junior welterweight division. Junior welterweight division is hurting for star power right now, and they have Josh Taylor, Regis Prograis, and my boy from Fresno, Jose Ramirez, that are all looking for opponents. So why not? This is why I think Al Heyman would advise Adrian Broner get his ass back down to junior welterweight division. There's some money there. For
those of you who don't know, and our current obsession with Chris Algieri, he's the guy who fought Pacquiao and lost, Amir Khan and lost, and Errol Spence Jr. and lost. In fact, during
he's got a name that all equals name. It's only 3 losses too, Lee. That's not that bad.
he gets a split decision over Provodna.